Hey, good morning, my YouTube fam. This is your host, Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. Okay. Those of you who have been long-time subscribers, thank you for the support. Those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I hope you find good understanding and clarity here. Alright. I like to talk to those who are considered the black sheep, the outcasts, the chosen one, the empath. You all have very amazing, unique gifts and abilities. We notice that a lot of people in society starts to become jealous and hateful, including family members, because of those abilities. Okay, that's because you were gifted since birth. Okay, and you use that gift in a positive way for the most part throughout your lifetime. All right, but the topic I want to talk about today is being mistreated since childhood. Okay, being mistreated since childhood. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dive a little bit deep into the past, and we're gonna take a look at how certain people in the past treated you, even when you were in high school, even when you were in middle school, even when you were in elementary school. Okay, if you actually go back and think at how you were treated in elementary school, some of the kids in the playground, they picked on you. Some of the kids on the playground, they'll play with each other but never play with you, so they isolated you, right? Some of y'all were bullied by certain people. Some of y'all was punched, kicked, had your artwork ripped, I'm pointing this stuff out to help you realize how much you've been different this whole time. Okay, since childhood you were different. We were different. Let's go to middle school. Same thing. Got bullied in middle school. Teachers allowed certain behaviors from other students to happen to you, like the students would make fun of you, crack jokes on you in front of the class, and teacher would sit there and do nothing. You tell the teacher about what this person did to you. Next thing you know, this person is waiting for you at the school, trying to, fight you. Why you told on me? But you thought you did what was best you could, right? And there's a phase in our life and where empaths try to fit in with their surroundings, okay? And time again, we get rejected. Empaths, true empaths, understand rejection, okay? Because we faced it pretty much most of our lives, right? Even amongst family members, you was the main one that had problems. Look, some of us grew up, even like elementary school, middle school, had voices in our head. You would cry a lot because you didn't understand what those voices were. It's like they was trying to get you to do evil stuff, and that wasn't you, okay? And the family will isolate you, like, oh, you need to go see a psychiatrist, you need to go see a doctor, you're the crazy one, as if they don't have spiritual attacks themselves. But you're going through your growing pains, where you're being constantly attacked spiritually. Some of us grew up with a lot of anxiety. A lot of us grew up with sweaty palms, sweaty armpits. Like every time you put on a shirt, your armpits are drenched. Some of us, you can't wear shoes too long because for some reason the heel would slant down like this. They'll never stay solid. It'll slant, things like that. And we can even go to high school. High school, you had certain friends, but they still, try to use you for favors. They thought they can bully you. Some of y'all gotten into fights with people that you all considered friends back then. And then they act like it was normal. No, we supposed to be fighting. You know, at least that's how it was for me. You know, getting into fights with dudes thinking that shit's normal. I'm just playing with you. You know, they roughhousing you. You're like, whoa, I thought this was a play fight, not a real fight. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. You can always tell how people really feel about you by how they interact with you. If they getting a little bit too rough with you, they have something against you, man. They talking to you all rough and shit, and you just asking a simple question. They have something against you. Every time you see them, you see that dark pit in their eyes. They got an evil eye towards you. They have something against you. This is family. This is even people you may meet at the gym. This is people you may meet at the store. This may people you could be in the car in your drive-through, and somebody could be walking outside your car and see you inside your car and look at you with an evil eye. You know, and sometimes you just look away like, God damn, is there anywhere I can go where people could just not hate me? You know, but since childhood, you've been hated, you've been isolated, you've been mocked. If you actually sat back and looked at your history from the time you stepped foot amongst other people, you were isolated. You were singled out. You know? Some of you all had times where y'all was crying like, what did I do? You know? And Lord forbid you show up to school with the same shoes on or the same clothes on. You know, like you wearing the same shoes and clothes throughout the week. You barely got shoes to wear and shit. Man, some children were just ruthless, man. You know? And, you know, so even like during high school, you know, you ran into like older folks who at the time you were just trying to hang around them, but later on down the line you realized they wasn't doing a damn thing with their life. They wasn't doing anything with their life. All they doing is sitting in the hood, up to no good, trying to leech off of you. Hey man, you got any bootleg DVDs? You got any DVDs I could borrow? You got any CDs I could borrow? You know what I'm saying? You know, just using you, making you get stuff out of your house for them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said before, you've been mistreated since childhood. Some of you all are still getting mistreated. You know, some of y'all in situations you're like, God damn, when's it gonna end? It's gonna end eventually. We live in an environment where majority of the people don't have wonderful hearts and minds. A lot of them are totally polluted by dark energy, okay? And they're very hateful, very spiteful, very jealous. You know, it's crazy how there's people out here that will congratulate you for your success and then take other people that you know and turn them against you. Oh, he thinks he better than us. Oh, she thinks she better than us. They're saying all this behind your back, but in your face they're like, oh, congratulations, I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? People nowadays have been overtaken by their emotions. You know, instead of being inspired, they want to rather destroy, unfortunately. You know, since childhood, some of you all were abused since childhood. You know, you all were beaten really roughly, you know, molested, some raped. You all have to deal with trauma constantly. And that's not easy, man. That's not easy at all. But what makes you all so beautiful is that you all don't take that out on other people. That hurt people quote is not true. We've been hurt many times. We've been mistreated. We've had our back stabbed. You know what I'm saying? You look at an empath. An empath usually have sword gashes on their back, dagger gashes. We've had arrows thrown at us. You know, some people try to take a butcher knife and chop us in the back while we wasn't looking. How much scars do we have? You know what I'm saying? But we don't go out there and try to tear other people down. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's weak. And I guess that's why we're chosen, because despite all that's thrown at us, we hurt, but we heal also. Even in the midst of all this chaos and all the stuff that we've been through, we're still out here trying to help others. We're still out here trying to instill hope in the people for those who are innocent and who are really suffering and dealing with being mistreated. Even the little kids out here, man. These children out here, they get mistreated like crazy, man. It's like the cycle just gets worse and worse. And we gotta, it's like with us, we have to be the one to, use our voice to speak on topics like this. Because it's not right. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being held by your will. Oh, don't tell anybody, because if you tell somebody, I'm going to kill you. How many people have been through that? You're not allowed to say anything because a certain family member or somebody down the street might kill you if you tell them. That kind of shit, man. You've been mistreated. You've been downtrodden. You've been considered less than. You've been the underdog this whole time, but really you're the champion. You didn't go out there and try to terrorize people because of your misfortunes in your childhood. You actually stood up and did right and made a change. And that's what makes you all so amazing. That's what makes you all so unique. And that's what makes you all so powerful. A lot of these narcissists out here that want to tear people down because my mommy didn't love me. My daddy didn't love me. Who cares, man? That's weak. To turn around and tear other people down, but they don't care. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's best to avoid those kind of people if you spot them. And I'm gonna tell you, man, intuition is very powerful. Even down to if you texting somebody and something doesn't feel right, you better listen to that. If you go into somebody's house and something doesn't feel right, the atmosphere is moving funny and people starting to look at you a certain way, you better listen to that. You better get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that. All right, but I won't ramble on too long. But I just want to let you know that you all have been through so much. You all have been through major fire, okay? And you're still standing. You're still strong. You're still beautiful. You're still that rainbow-colored diamond, okay? You use that to inspire others, and if they don't like it, oh well, I'm not exempt. I get hated too, But that's okay when it comes down to doing what's right. Because a lot of people in society don't like to do what's right. They like to fool around, turn up, and do stupid crap. And it's okay to have a little fun, but not to the point where people's lives are being tampered with, right? So just continue on doing the best that you can out here in this world. It's a process. But we're going to get through this process. Alright? So this is Times with the Narcissist Explained. Thank you all for coming through. I hope you all like the message today. I hope you all like the content so far. And I'm just pumping out as much as I can when I can. Alright? For those of you who like to support the content, PayPal link is in the description box below for any donations. And overall, thank you all for being supporters of this content and rocking with me since day one. I appreciate every last one of you all. And I'll continue to keep going. Alright. So I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Y'all be safe and y'all tune in for more. Alright.